Hello everyone, it's me, I'm back, and so are you, which is very nice to see. A very, very warm welcome to Filbert Flies. Flight Aviation 001, GB, Mr. Avgeek, Clement, Scott, Linus, welcome, Dingo, Caffel, hello, Mr. Avgeek, Jenny, Melon, Clement, I think I mentioned. Yes, I mentioned you. Anyway, a very warm welcome to all of you. Bit of a strange stream, this one, because as you can see, we are in the middle of a flight. So, for those of you who have been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, I tried to do a stream from Tokyo Narita to Singapore a couple of weeks back, and unfortunately we had a crash to desktop about 400 miles out from arrival. So this is hopefully going to be the culmination of that flight. So we're currently over the South China Sea, approaching, we're about 500 nautical miles out from TODAM, which is roughly where everything went wrong last time. So we've got about 2 hours 20 minutes left of the flight, something like that, and really I just need you to all keep all your fingers and toes crossed that we will get down safely this time. Yeah, it was bad. So I've been at this since about 8 o'clock this morning. I ummed and ahed about streaming the whole thing again, but I thought probably the final bit would do you all, because you know, there's only so many times you can sit and stare at blue sea out the window, isn't it? Yes, after an hour you finally got your TBM back up and working. Excellent news. What was wrong with it, Jenny? I think I covered all the bases there, Linus, did I? You've not been under. You've been under a bolt. Demetrius, hello, welcome. I did survive the crash of the game. I did. Yeah, and the other crash, Demetrius, that was not so much of the game. You're walking your grandma's goldfish, right? Right, fine. It's always nice to have your computer watching me, even if you're not in. My Discord is. I'll put up. I've got a thing. There we are. Someone's on it. Oh, everyone's on it. Yeah, there it is. Discord. Garmin streams wouldn't power up. Oh, okay. Oh, so you never actually found out what was causing it. It's always irritating, isn't it, when it just starts working, but you don't know why. Anyway, I'm glad you're back up in your TBM. That's good news. So, a few flashes of lightning. We're cruising at flight level 400, which seems rather high to have so much cloud, but anyway. And I'll show you what I've done and what's yet to come with the route. So I'll just open up the old Navigraph. You would have thought, wouldn't you, that at some point over the last 4 or 5 hours that I might have thought to log into this so it was ready to go, but no, that's not, unfortunately, how I roll. We'll be in a jiffy though, don't you worry. George was just doing some domestic duties, no worries. I thought you were flying to Copenhagen, aren't you, Ian? Or are you doing all three? Okay, let's load the flight up. Where is it? There we are. So it's exactly the same route as last time. But what I've done, just to help with my time planning, is a direct to. So we are going direct to that waypoint, which means we're slightly off the flight plan route. Anyway, we've just passed over the Philippines, which some of you may remember if you were here last time. All very pretty. Yeah, but you need my password as well, Jenny. He doesn't have to justify himself like this. He's entitled to do whatever domestic duties he wants, as long as I'm on in the background. That's all I can ask. Yes, so we are expecting the CARTI 1 Bravo arrival, which is CARTO 1 Bravo arrival, which looks like this, and we are expecting some radar vectors for the ILS runway 20 right from BPOP or somewhere around them. and then, yeah, 20 right is this runway here. So there is currently, surprisingly and excitingly, ATC online at Singapore, Changi. Hopefully they'll stick around for a couple of hours and we'll still be there when we arrive. We shall see. Try not to hold out too much hope, because that's where disappointment lies. You have a question. Did Boeing stop producing 747s, or you can still order? It's a good question, actually, Demetrius. I don't know. I think they are still making the 748, but I'm not sure. I'm going to Google this right now. Yeah, as far as I can tell from the Wikipedia page, it still has orders going in, I think. Yeah, that's because I did a direct to, Melon. I did a direct to. So I wanted to time it so this was about a 2-hour stream, and the only way I could do that was to look at a particular waypoint and work out what time I wanted to arrive there. So we're going direct to one of these. Remember which one? Towman, I think. No, not Towman. TODAM. Confusingly, they both sound very similar. So yeah, currently we just cut the corner a little bit and we're flying to this waypoint here. All you're doing is landing a 747 at Sava. That's all you're doing. That's madness, Mr. FG, if you don't mind my saying so. But I wish you the best of luck. IRS wouldn't allow. Oh no. That's annoying. Doing the dishes while watching. Nice. Grayson, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? No, you're not super late. The stream has only just started, but I started the stream sort of halfway along the way from Hong Kong to Singapore, because I've already done the first half of the flight and I've already streamed it a couple of weeks back. The reason I'm starting mid-air is that the sim crashed the desktop last time, and I just want to get this flight completed. So we're sort of roughly where everything started going wrong last time, and we're going to finish the flight off. Oh, did they stop? Did they? Cargo airlines are using the freight models, yeah, as well as Lufthansa and... is it Korean? There's a few passenger operators as well. Okay, but they're still doing cargo. Okay. Where is Quality Wings? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Quality Wings is still in P3D, and I will be streaming that at some point. But when it's coming to MSFS, I don't know. Have you all heard the rumours, though? Or not the rumours, the confirmation that a relatively unknown developer is shortly to release a study-level airliner for MSFS. We don't know much about... we don't know what it is, we don't know who the developer is, but it's quite exciting. Can I teach you how to do readbacks? Yeah, I can do my best. So if you're on VATSIM, so for example, a controller might say, let's say Speedbird 111, line up and rate runway 09 right, then your response would be line up and wait runway 09 right, Speedbird 111. That's how you do readbacks. So you're just repeating back the information that the controller's given you. The weather is real life. Hello, welcome. Kami, isn't it? Yes, it is. The weather is real life. Said you got out of school due to 3 confirmed cases of COVID. Oh God, that sucks. Well, it's nice that you get time off, I suppose. Do I know when the mouse yoke function works? I've never tried using the mouse yoke function, Rajiv, I'm afraid, so I'm not sure about that. It should be released, I know. They must have run into trouble. Careful. But I wish they'd keep us updated. It's a bit of a shame that they're not. Jamie, oi oi! You're fed and good to go, but you're not going anywhere. Why? Why aren't you going anywhere? Hello Ben, welcome. How's your flight going? If a small airline purchases a 748, it'll attract dozens of avgeeks from all over the world. That's true. That's true, actually. They should try filling these planes with aviation enthusiasts, shouldn't they? Oh, thanks, Capital, yeah. Same thing applies, Grayson. They tell you, they give you your clearance and you read it back so that they are sure that you've understood it. Some people say SSG747 for X-Plane is study, but it's crap. You'll hold your money for a review. Fair enough, Gooby. Fair enough. I just really want to know what it is. Oh, virtually you are. Where are you going virtually at the moment, Jamie? Argent, no. This is a stream that has started mid-air. This is the second attempt at arriving into Singapore. So a couple of weeks ago, I tried to stream this whole flight, and the sim crashed at a stop about 400 miles out. So I started the flight off on my own, took off from Narita, and you joined me about 2/3 of the way through the flight, something like that. Oh, Ben. Yeah, I do the same with MSFS and P3D. I think they need to be. I think they need to go. Like, only one of them should be on the taskbar. I've done it multiple times. You struggle anyway. The main thing is you're here and you can concentrate on the glorious blue ocean in front of us. You struggle using virtual controller as mouse. You barely take off and don't disconnect. Yeah, it's tough. I used to fly with a mouse, and it is very tough. I'd recommend giving up on that and getting a cheap second-hand joystick. I really would. Makes a massive difference. It is coming home to Beatrice. It absolutely is. It was a very, very exciting game, wasn't it? Really exciting. Now, as some of you know, I'm not that into football. I don't support a local club or anything like that. But I get involved a little bit every 2 years at the Euros and the World Cups. And last night's game, I was on the edge of my seat for the whole 120 plus minutes of it. It was insane. Absolutely insane. This is the Embraer that you've accidentally just bought, is it, Linus? Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, the Twin Otters looks good. I want to fly it between the Isles of Scilly and Newquay, mostly. But yeah, I keep spotting other routes for it. It's quite a well-used plane, isn't it? What? The English flag become a black one? What do you mean? You've just got rid now. Been saying you'll do it for weeks. Yeah. But it does. Yeah, we don't learn. This is just human nature. You think, all right, I'll remember that for next time. I won't do that again, and then you do. I'm not sub to either Mr. Beast or PewDiePie, Grayson. No. Yeah, the Logitech one, Logitech 3D. Is it 3D Pro? It's called. I think they're cheapish one. Great joystick. Used that for many years. Not significantly different to the Thrustmaster I use now. Yeah, he does. He does. He's got the yoke and the throttle and everything. Anyway, I normally wait till we're in the air to play some music, but I think it's probably time to play some music now, seeing as we are in the air. Does anyone have any requests for a genre or an era as we cruise across the South China Sea? I don't know him, Grayson. I'm not really up on these quite famous. I've heard of PewDiePie, obviously, but because I only really watch flight sim stuff stream-wise, I'm just not familiar with these people. Well, it depends on your altitude, Rajiv, partly. Depends on the air density. So you'll notice that we have a red line here at 310 knots indicated, or 308 knots indicated. So that's our maximum speed. But we're at 40,000 feet. So our true airspeed is 488 knots. And it's, yeah. So if you climb your plane higher, then you should be able to get a better ground speed out of it, I think. Yeah, the opening music was good, wasn't it? Let me see if I can find some more by that person. That's a good idea. What did I search for? Remember. Oh, here we are. Yep, Syra Ridley. Let's listen to some more of her stuff. Good shout. I'll turn it down a little bit though. She seems to just do a variety of world music. I say she. I don't know if it's a she or a he. You're a Tottenham fan, you think the last missed penalty from Harry was in 2017. Oh, I see! Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why. I assume that's something YouTube's done. How weird. It is, Kami. It is. Q8 Pilot is a great streamer. Okay, I'll check him out. YouTube are so hot on copyright though, Scott. They'd just demonetize the video instantly. It seems you could get away with more on Twitch. No, I don't really have any interest in robots racing, I'm afraid. It was. And do you know what, Jenny? The beginning of the actual flight was as well. Because no one was watching, obviously everything went swimmingly. Can I play the shot on iPhone meme song? I don't know what that is, but I don't know what that is. Let me have a look. I bet it's copyrighted and I can't, I'm sorry. Oh, you want to pop back in the cockpit, do you? Here you are. There we are. There's the cockpit. Rather nice in this plane. I never use this view actually, I should use it more. Oh wow. That's amazing. Right, so very much up there with PewDiePie, eh? Do I practice any emergency situations? No, I don't. And the reason for that, well, there's multiple reasons for that. None of the planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator have the system's depth to be able to simulate an emergency properly. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that in the real world, the emergency situations are incredibly rare, and they're trained for over and over again by pilots and simulators who have a whole bunch of scenarios in their head that they can work through the steps for instantly, and there's no way in hell I'd ever be able to do a decent or realistic job of simulating an emergency. I will show you the cabin castle. I will. Do you want a custom view? I'm going to try and do your custom view right now, because I haven't done you one for a while. Oh, hang on. Custom views are not easy. Hang on. There you are. How's that? How's that for a custom wing view? Yeah, I know. That all happened very quickly, didn't it? No, you can't walk around the cabin in MSFS, unfortunately. They've got sort of set bits of the cabin modelled, so they've got these 3 windows, and the rest of it is just not there. Yeah, it's pretty realistic from this angle. Yeah, so I hear, Melon, but I won't be using any of them. Unless, of course, you know, if they're failures you turn on or off, then I won't be using them. If they're built in and have a realistic chance of happening, then fair enough. I know. The model of this plane is absolutely stunning, and the wing flex, and yeah, it's a beautiful aircraft. Knocks the socks off the Quality Wings models, to be honest. But It's worth... I'm sure when they come to MSFS they'll be just as good. And I'd sacrifice a bit of visual... Well, quite a lot of visual quality for a plane that works properly. We have enough sim emergencies when the autopilots go on. Yeah, it's true. It's true. MSFS gives you enough to deal with. Raymond, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel. And the stream, if you're watching. TBM engine shut down on you yesterday afternoon. Wow. I've never even heard of the Japanese Jews hub, do you? No, because we don't have a 777 in MSFS, Grayson, unfortunately. I've got next week's flight schedule sorted out, so currently all future flights are being decided upon by me and the Club Filbert Gold members. So they are voting on it. Club Filbert, by the way, is my membership program. You can give me a little bit of money each month in return for certain perks. If you wanted to know what that was, you can click the join button down below if you'd like to know more about that. Cabin should... Yeah, I've heard this. I've heard this, Caffel, that they're doing a full cabin. Mizok, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Unfortunately, Melanie, the in-flight movie is just me talking. I don't really play any other games. I occasionally do a little bit of trucking in ETS, Rajiv, but this takes up enough of my time that when I'm done flying, I don't particularly want to play anything else. Oh, I didn't know he wanted to leave Tottenham. Still, he's your boy for now, Demetrius. Jason, hello, hello. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. So as you probably know, I did the first half on my own. Actually, I streamed it in the Club Filbert channel, but without streaming it here. And yeah, we are still a little way from the point where it crashed to desktop last time, but yeah, hopefully all will be well today. Oh, that's true. Yeah, there is a 777. I'm not buying it. Sassy Gaming, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? You can. I record using. Well, I stream and record using Streamlabs OBS. In the menu for today's flight, we have. Well, there's probably a Western option and an Asian option. So I'm going to say we've got some sort of Singapore beef noodles as the Asian option, and some sort of bland chicken pasta dish as the Western option, probably with some salad and a really, really hard bread roll, and a little sliver of cake for dessert. That's in the economy cabin, of course. In the first and business cabins, there's going to be a steak served with a horseradish cream, some steamed broccoli, and some crushed new potatoes. Or I don't know much about Singaporean food, so I don't know what the Singaporean dish would be. But yes, probably a significant menu in both first and business. Next up, Filbert trucks. Nah, that's what I do. That's what I do for fun. I have no real interest in streaming. Thank you, Jason. Can you have chicken fillet? If you're in first, they can probably rustle you up a chicken fillet. Yeah. Well, it uses all of the default 747 avionics, so it's just an external model with a few cockpit tweaks. It's a bit of a, what did they call it on FS Elite the other day? It's a Frankenstein aircraft. So it's not for me. Don't have the fish yet. What are you having for your lunch, Ben? Really? They wouldn't sell him for 100 mil. That's amazing. Bake roll is warm and crispy. Perhaps. It is Singapore Airlines. I suppose we're not talking British Airways here, are we? Washing a dish, yeah. There, if you're in business, Grayson, anything is possible. Yeah, it does, QB, it does. Okay, I look forward to hearing then. Yeah, I know, but we haven't tried it out, Melon. We haven't tried it out. So I sometimes go trucking with Ben and his people over on his Discord server. And we use Truckers MP, which is good, but it sounds like this built-in convoy mode allows you to have AI traffic as well, which would make the world feel a bit less dead. So I'm keen to give it a go. Yeah, that's true, yeah. If it flew like a decent Boeing 747, it might be worth a go, but flying like the default 747 and having the avionics of a default 747 makes it not worth it, in my view. Oh, what have you got, Demetrius? Seared lamb. Seared lamb, hello. I quite fancy some seared lamb now, actually. I haven't had lamb for ages. Anyway, welcome to the stream. How are you? The add-on in the top is called Bene Overlay. I should really start putting that in the video descriptions, shouldn't I? Dishes are done, kitchen is clean, Goldfish has had his exercise. Not bowl of, now about bowl of soup, back to the PC, excellent. Sounds like a very productive half hour or so. Yeah, I consider you his people, Jamie. Some of you are my people too. I consider you my people as well, Jamie. Is that better? Is that better? No, it's not really, is it? You're your own people who very kindly occasionally choose to drop into our streams and Discord servers. or what Ben says. Either or. Both work for me. Flight Aviation 001, hello, welcome to the stream. How's life? Oh, music's finished. It's alright, she's got another album. This one is called Himalayan Sunset. I don't think there is a non-copyright version of Bohemian Rhapsody, unfortunately. I know. Well, yeah. I didn't know it went quite that far, Jamie, but I knew you spent a lot of time with him. But, well, congratulations to both of you. I'm very happy for you. Oh, dear. Grayson, no, you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. A BA Umbro 170. Have they retired them? I swear they're still at London City. Okay, that's a nice collection of planes. Very nice. Yeah, I think that's the European CRJ model that I'm most excited about getting in the sim, I must say. Joshua, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Quick question, any fix to the 787 steering on the ground? No, it's still very, very tricky. But, a tip from Mr. Dingo himself. It's easier to steer if you don't use too much rudder. If you go past a certain point, the turning circle gets much, much wider. He reckons 75 on my stick. I reckon it's about 50%. That's the optimal setting for a tight turn. But it's still, honestly, it's still very hit and miss. It's not as it should be. Arjun, no worries. Thank you for popping in. So where's your first flight going to be, Linus? Ah, the 190s are still going, but the 177. Okay. We've got no fuel. How have we got no fuel? Perhaps increasing the sim rate does bad things to the fuel. Don't need that much fuel. We're down to about there. Let's try and start the APU in the engines. This is all very exciting all of a sudden, isn't it, eh? There was you thinking all you were going to be doing is looking at blue sea. Now, just to clarify, we all need to be clear that this is a sim fuel burn issue. This is not me not loading enough fuel. Do you know, initially I thought it was in the song. I thought it was in the song, but it's not. It was the plane. Okay, so we've got all our fuel pumps on. Is the APU on? The APU's probably started by now, so we just need to start our engines, which we can do simultaneously, as I learned from Mr. Ben himself, which is particularly handy when you're in the middle of the sky. Here we go. We haven't even lost any altitude yet, but we probably should do before we stall. Oh, my views are all wrong. Right. So let's start a little descent to maintain airspeed. Go into flight level change mode. Okay, so the engines are spooling up. Speed's increasing. So who was it who was asking if I ever simulate emergencies? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Grayson. Water landing, honestly. You think I can't cope with a simple engine shutdown in mid-air? There we are. Right, engines are back online. Let's, I think we can climb back up to flight level 400 now. Auto throttle's rearmed itself, which is good. Back into VNav. Now, that was dealt with, I think, other than the little hiccup where my views weren't right and I couldn't see what I was doing. I think that was dealt with quite nicely. I did it. I think that bug's been fixed, Kevin. I think, because I didn't remember that earlier, and I was able to start the APU with all the fuel pumps on. Dingo does it just fine. Does what? Sorry, what does what just fine? I mean, everything, I think, is probably the answer to that. But what specific thing were you talking about there? Can glide for ages, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You might have forgot to load fuel since you had to restart 2 or 3 times. Also, Dingo was on at me about leaving it till later, but I'm pretty sure after I went back to Narita itself, before I actually spawned in, I did load fuel. Pretty sure. It is always good fun, Mo. It is. We are over the South China Sea. Sounded Northern Irish there. So we're just beyond the Philippines, I believe. Well, actually, we're quite a long way beyond the Philippines. Just north of Indonesia and Brunei. And we are supposedly going direct to TODAM. Yeah, I think we are. We are going direct to TODAM. So we've got about another just under 2 hours left of the flight, if everything goes well. Right, I've missed a lot of chat because obviously I can't read this and deal with an in-flight emergency. So just climb up to 400. Does it not want to do that in VNAV because I settled our altitude, or is it just going to speed up first? No, it is climbing now. Awesome. Should have caught 77. There's no one. There's just no one online, Mr. Avgi. So your Jet 2 model is not a piece of history. What was that in relation to? Thessaloniki arrivals. You saw a Jet 2 and then you put filter to the only jet. There are only 3 airborne. Really? The one was the one you have. Ah, what a coincidence! No worries, Grayson. You may have to do the same flight a 3rd time. No, Kevin, it's all fine. It's all fine now. It's all fine. In fact, it's so fine that I'm going to put the music back on, and I might even take a little bit of fuel out. That's how bold I'm feeling. Now I'm going to check how much fuel we should have on board at TODAM and reduce it down to that. 7.1 tons. Yeah, that is right, I think. Right, and that way we can see if how the fuel burn goes for the rest of the flight and actually monitor it, which will be fun. There we are, 7.1 tons. That's what we're supposed to have at TODAM. Let's give it a little bit of a margin for error though, shall we? Yeah, we'll give it an extra ton. Because we're not yet at TODAM. Yeah, we tend to stay away from topics here, political topics here, Grace. Maybe it does, Kevin. Yeah, maybe it's a bit like having your aircon on in the car. Dingo. Dear. It's your fault anyway. You know that, don't you? It's all if there was insufficient fuel when we took off, which I still contest, it's entirely your fault for making me start again. Hola Piri, welcome to the stream. How are you? Oh, nice. Ibiza, eh? Ibiza from Birmingham. Nice route. Might have to consider that one. If we get a 737. Well, we will. We will. Bilal, A to you too. How are you? I don't think I've plugged my. I have plugged Club Phil, but I haven't plugged donations yet. If you like what I do and you'd like to support me financially, and you've got a bit of spare cash burning a hole in your pocket, then all you need to do to spend it on me is go to streamlabs.com/filbertflies. As little or as much as you can afford, gratefully received. And do please subscribe to the channel and click the thumbs up button if you haven't done that already. You're enjoying your martini and noodles. Well, if I'd known you were drinking the martini, I wouldn't have taken your advice earlier on, would I? It's good to do a little bit of mid-air engine restarting and refueling anyway. I enjoyed that. It's good fun. Ooh, that sounds nice, Nampulan. Very nice. Don Finutsu, welcome to the stream. How are you? And of course, God bless the giant wings, which meant we didn't lose much altitude at all. Really? Wow. Not the Canary Islands, the Balearic Islands are really growing in popularity at the moment, I think. I know Lufthansa had plans, I don't know if it ever happened, I think it did, to fly their 748s there. Hello Ethan, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? The glam wings of the 787, yes, yes. What have you been up to with your day anyway, Jason? You're off work, I take it. Well, you might have finished work. No, you don't finish work this early, I don't think. Yeah, so actually, we've got 7.7 tons now. What we're going to do when we get to TODAM is we're going to just make sure we have absolutely the right amount of fuel left for the rest of the flight, because I think we might have too little now. TODAM's still 181 nautical miles away. Which would make me dispute the fact that this is telling us the range is 640. So if that's 640, that should be 320. And that should be 180, right? Yeah, I think these ranges are not quite right. But anyway, off from today until Monday. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I am off from now until 6 PM. I'm starting my nights tonight. So today and tomorrow night, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, and then 5 days off. I am, Grayson. Yes, I am. I am going to refuel again, just to make sure that we have enough fuel to finish the flight. So, I can't prove this, but I suspect that because I increased the sim rate to 4 times to catch up with where I wanted to be, that somehow messed up the fuel burn. Today you check what's going on with Jet 2 and it's the same scene but with more flights airborne at the same time. Okay, nice. Where's Luca? Is that another island somewhere? Yeah, I do. I do. This is why I wanted it to be a short stream today, because I sort of toyed with the idea of doing the whole flight again. And I thought, nah, have a bit of a lie-in, get up late, stream for a couple of hours, give the people what they want, go to work. You're going to climb out on the wing pool. Just to cement the fact it's your fault when the engine stopped, Dingo, in case there was any doubt. Thank you. I appreciate you taking one for the team. Sudanshu. No, I don't say things that I don't know what they mean. Flight Sim Aviation, welcome. How are you? Nick Poulis, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the channel and the stream. And Speed CL as well. Thank you for your support. Reese, hello. Good afternoon. How are you? Assalamu alaikum, Udis. Welcome. Gutsy Lemon Juice, hello to you too. Welcome. Lucca in Malta, that's right, yeah. I've flown there. Forgotten what the capital of Malta was called. The airport. It's near Valletta, isn't it, I think? Giving the people what they want since 2020. Trying my best anyway to give the people what they want, Jenny. Good, I'm glad you're well. Glad you're well. My job is a strange mix of relaxing and stressful. When nothing's happening, when everything's running smoothly, it's quite relaxing. It's not too tiring. But then when everything kicks off, it gets insanely stressful in an instant. My favourite plane is probably the 747-400. Would I recommend the Gatwick freeware? Yes, I absolutely would. It's fantastic. I've never had any issues with it. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I did know that once upon a time. Firefighter? No, I'm not a firefighter. No, I work for the railway. Joel, hello, welcome. Welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, I can imagine, Jason. You started everything up, but you forgot to update. Ah, no. Oh, bad luck. Did you tell me where you were flying? I can't remember where you're going on your first flight in the ERJ. I haven't had a chance to test it yet, Jason, so I'm going to give it a miss again today, just in case. But I will. Can't wait to see VATSIM Island. Where is this? Yeah, there are a few perks to Club Filbert Gold that are not listed in the description. Let's just say that. Do I really drive? No, I don't drive trains. No, I don't. VATSIM Island. I can't see any islands on our path. Just having a look at Google Maps. Oh, okay, it's just over the Singapore Strait. Right. So it looks like we're going to be coming in from the north for a southerly runway, but we may get a glimpse of it during our arrival. That's definitely a possibility. We are expecting to land on 20 right. Okay, Demetrius, I can. Okay. Good day, Simon. Welcome. How you doing? Oh my God, that's no good. That's no good at all. It would depend on your weight and the winds and the pressure, Andrew. But I'd say as a ballpark figure, I'm trying to think what I landed at last time I flew it. Somewhere between 130 and 150 knots, I think something around then. No worries, Jenny. Enjoy your lunch. Hello, Everide Aviation. Welcome. How you doing? That is sad, Grace, but you can always catch up. Mansoor, hello. Welcome to the stream. Pepsi Cola. They probably don't. Good morning, Go All Star Owl. Welcome to the stream. Is it fully operational? No, it's not fully operational. It's a modified version of the default 787. So it's got a lot of functionality that isn't implemented at the moment. But it is a lot better than the default. It's just not quite as good as a payware add-on like the Quality Wings. How's a day as a firefighter? Well, as a former paramedic, I'm duty bound to say slow and easy. What's my favourite place in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? Gosh, it's very hard to choose. There are some spectacular bits of Peru. I flew over Machu Picchu and that was absolutely stunning. Where else have I been particularly impressed by? The Alps are stunning, especially if you get a freeware mesh to go on top of them. And there's some great freeware airports for the Alps as well, Swiss Alps. But you know, I've only explored a tiny fraction of the world. And I think even if you flew 24/7, in a lifetime you still wouldn't have seen most of it. I don't know what country ball is, really. I'm not on a multiplayer server, Justin. I'm flying on VATSIM. My days have gone well, thank you, Levi. So far, so good. I am lucky to have a PC all the time, yeah. Although my PC's 3 years old, and I expected to have more trouble running it than I have had. It's quite a well-optimized sim, and with the next sim update, it should hopefully be even smoother, and you should be able to run it on even older hardware with a bit of luck. Okay, Jason, have a good afternoon. See you later. Oh, that's good, Simon. I'm pleased. Pyongyang. I haven't flown to Pyongyang. This is true. This is true, Ben. The Q word is banned. But it's totally fine to say it about other emergency services, just not your own. I have flown to India, Nabil. I have done, and I probably will again. Have I flown? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I flew from Manila to Singapore. No, not Singapore. I flew Manila to Tokyo. Levi's Aviation, I'm flying from Tokyo to Singapore. How is a day as a paramedic? Draining. Busy, draining, and hard work. You go from one job to the next for 12 hours. To be honest, All-Star Owl, now it's modded, it is quite good, but I don't think it's worth... If that's the only thing that you regret not having, I don't think you're missing out too much. Your laptop's 8 years old. Okay, right, well, it probably would struggle with this a bit. Satira, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Satira, one of my valued gold members. You got to go. Making whale beef for dinner. Whale beef, right. I'm going to look that up. Enjoy, enjoy. I'll see you soon, Linus. No, I'm not aware of any scenery for Indonesia at the moment, Gunplan. You wanted to ask which version of EGKK? Well, I used the full one. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But, yeah, the sort of the... Is it called Ultra? I think it was called Ultra. But he's quite inventive with his names. Anyway, the one that has all the stuff. I haven't had any huge performance issues, really, with it. So, yeah, try that. If it doesn't work, you can always downgrade. Grayson, you've got to go. No worries, no worries. Thank you for popping by. Nice to have you here, and I hope to see you soon. Yeah, whale beef but not liver. I know, it's amazing. It's amazing, this man's priorities. You see blood and you want to cry. How did I do the job? Well, I've never been particularly squeamish, I suppose, and there aren't, obviously. Everyone has something that makes them wince. But you just deal with it. You get used to dealing with things that make you uncomfortable, and you get better at dealing with the people behind the things that make you uncomfortable, I think. Don't know, I've never really thought about it, to be honest. So what all are not operational? So, we don't, for example, have most of these pages working. So we've got info, but that just shows you a debug screen rather than what it's supposed to. Some of the systems pages are operable, but some aren't. So this is something that the Heavy Division team have put quite a lot of work into. So far more of these work than did in the default aeroplane. We don't have any checklists. That's in op. You can't change your displays. You can't change the right-hand side. That's always going to display the engine instrumentation. The FMC is only partially working. So you can do... It does what you need it to do. But for example, we can't do an alternate. It doesn't have any of this working, of course. What else doesn't work that I would like to be working? I'm trying to think, because I flew the quality wings yesterday. But yeah, it's very flyable. The fuel burn needs to be sorted out, as we discovered earlier, definitely. But yes, it's not full featured. If you go up to the overhead panel, quite a lot of these switches and buttons don't work or don't quite do what they should do. But yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. It's if you've got the 787, I would definitely recommend you check out the heavy division mod, have a little fly, see what you think. Whale beef is whale meat. Oh, okay. Abon is Indonesian food. Nice. What is it? What is it though? What's in it? Sometimes have the issue that as soon as you approach Gatwick, sim freezes for 10 to 20 seconds. Oh, okay. I don't think I've had that. Hello, Sus. Have I ever flown to Indonesia in real life? No, I've never been to Indonesia at all. Really? When I click right, it just goes back to the left. So if I want to make this a full screen nav display like this one, can I do that? It's the 78710, Udis. Is it only you, or is there someone else who is not confident about boom aircrafts? I'm not super confident. I'm sure the technology's there. I just don't know how well they'll sell, and if they don't sell very well, then I'm never going to get to fly one. You're flying X-Plane for a change these days. Nice. Is it good to be back in it, or are you new to X-Plane? Abon, it's like meat, but the texture is like candy floss. Oh, I know the sort of thing. I know the sort of thing. I've had something similar in Hong Kong. It's really nice. Can't really go anywhere at the moment, Udis, can you? Click Eng. Yeah. And then it goes above it. Oh, okay. But then how... Right. Ooh. But I should be able to click right. I should be able to make this full... Take up the whole display now. Ah. So I clicked Sys twice. That's a bit weird, but that seems to have done it. Right, nice. Thanks for that, Dingo. Much appreciated. So there we are. It's more functional than I thought it was. I did, Eric. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. And I'm very excited. I don't have a clue. I really have no idea what it could be. Because you did not like your previous message, was it right, or you destroyed the English language? What was your previous message? Is it only me? So I would have said, if you want to know, Demetrius, is it only me, or does anyone else? Or sorry, no. Let me think this through. It's fine. It's very legible. It's very good English, but it's not perfect. Is it only me, or is anybody else not confident about the boom aircrafts? That's what I would have said. A bit new to X-Plane, but they have some amazing aircraft. They do. Yeah, thank you, Dingo. So it's a bit weird. It's not the buttons you ought to press, but you can get it, and that's good. Scott, you've got to go for a bit. Meeting with the boss. Oh, okay. Good luck with the meeting. Hope it's nothing sinister. I'm sure it isn't. Sure it isn't. You're some kind of local authority god these days. You're going to be fine. See you soon. I'll look it up. I'll see if there's anything on Epidemic Sound. There is not, I'm afraid. Sorry. Yeah, it depends how cheap. I think a lot of it hinges on how cheap they are to run. If they are as fuel efficient as other modern airliners, then there might well be a market for them. But I don't know. We shall see. Demetrius didn't really mess up. Point of language is to make yourself understood, not to be word perfect all the time. And you always make yourself understood. Country Balls. Retired playing FSX and somehow you're directed here. Oh, well, I'm glad. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. No, this isn't Quality Wings, no. No, this is the default Microsoft Flight Simulator 787-10 with the Heavy Division mod. Do you know, I don't even mind if it's a propliner or a jet, as long as it's something that is in use today. That I can go onto Flight Radar 24 and have a look at where it's flying and simulate the real world flights. That's my only real request, my only real hope. Lewis Aviation, welcome to the stream, how are you? Well, I hope you're wrong, Demetrius. No, it's not raining at the moment, not where I'm at. No. What's the weather like where you are? Hot, I imagine. Yeah, their website's been around for a while. I was aware of them a few years back. So they've flown their smaller test aircraft, I think. I don't know. I'm no expert on it, but I'm sure they'll be as well tested as any other aircraft before they get certified. So I don't think so. No, we don't have a decent A330 yet in the sim, but maybe when we do, Grace. Maybe when we do. I did, yeah, there's nothing on Epidemic Sound, unfortunately. Gampelan. I find it very hard to pronounce your name without saying a G. You're bored this weekend because no Formula 1 race. Yeah. Ooh, that reminds me, on Sunday, if you're at a loose end at 2 PM, I'm going to be co-hosting the Haggis and Poutine show on Blue Sky Radio with Willie Canuck. I'm going to post a link for anyone who's interested. Sorry, Sky Blue Radio. I think I said Blue Sky Radio. I'm an idiot. So yes, 2 o'clock on Sunday. Tune in. You'd really love to have an ATR or Dash 8. Yeah, I'd like it, but an ATR is being made, so I don't think it's that. Like Asobo are working on it in conjunction with I've forgotten the guy's name who worked on the CRJ. Right, so we're just going to sort out our fuel now to make it match because we've just passed TODAM. So 7.1 tons is what we should have. And we're going to keep an eye on it and see if the fuel burn is totally off or just a little bit off. There's a good Dash 8 Q400 in P3D, Eric, which I'm going to be streaming next week. But yeah, a regional turboprop of some sort would be nice, it must be said. But it probably will be, won't it, Ben? There is, yep, there is AI traffic available. It's not terribly good. All the airliners are pretty generic, but there are a few people working on improving them and having real-world traffic should be much better. Apparently Asobo are planning to replace the 787. What, just get rid of it and put something new in, you mean? Or put a newer version of the 787 in that works properly? Shouldn't it be nighttime? No. No, this flight takes off in the morning, lands in the afternoon. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Another thing to keep our fingers crossed for. No, I don't really have any interest in Infinite Flight. I have played it in the past, but when you've got PC-based simulators like MSFS and P3D and X-Plane, it's a whole different level. I don't think I could go back to Infinite Flight. Ooh! Interesting. Better live traffic. I shall check my Discord, thank you. Some shenanigans going on in that voice chat. Must have for everyone who wants to fly offline. Perfect to use with static AI. Woo! RLTS live traffic 2021. This looks incredible. Russian live traffic system. Is it just in... I can read it myself. Is it just in Russia? Well, I might post this on the stream for people who are interested in live traffic. It certainly looks worth a look, doesn't it? Not enough words. It certainly looks like it's worth a look. A different aircraft, you think? Okay. Yeah, an A350 is probably what I hope for most from this surprise study level plane that's being released soon. Because in the sim, the local time is 13:07. So I do all of my streams at the time the real world flights fly. I don't use live time unless I'm streaming a flight that's happening at that moment. What superhero do I like? Well, I grew up watching Superman quite a lot, so he's probably my favourite, I would say. I'm very excited about the upcoming performance patches. Can't wait. Because my Sims performance has been going downhill over the last couple of months, and I don't know why. It's for the whole world, is it? That's really good. That is really good. Even flying on VATSIM, I might have to do this. What's Jamie changed his name to? Ben something. And Ben's people. What excites you about this plane? Is it someone like Chewie's Alpha? Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's bold, isn't it? It's a bold move. No, unfortunately, Grayson, the YouTube chat doesn't allow you to post links, and also we don't allow self-promotion in the chat, I'm afraid. So, Caffel, can you not turn off the ground statics and just have the planes flying and have them taxi to the gates and park up? Does that not work? I don't know why. I don't know. I'm 37. I'm not that into superheroes, truth be told, Demetrius. But growing up, I always liked Superman because there was a really good series of Superman programs on the telly. It won't, Nabil. I can tell you it won't. But I really hope that they bring out an Ultimate Traffic for MSFS. It does need something like that. Unless, of course, this freeway add-on is the answer, which it might be. That's why it's nice for static planes, yeah. There was a freeware add-on that put realistic static planes around the world as well. I saw it. Did someone post it in my server? Static AI, yeah. Doesn't that solve the problem? Static AI Europe. I wonder if both those add-ons together might be the answer. Yeah. Yeah, I think between those two things it could be sorted. Can you advertise it in the... No, Grayson. That has a similar rule on self-promotion, I'm afraid. Sorry. Be careful with that add-on. They have links to mods fire in the comments section. Oh. I don't even know what mods fire is. Is it a dodgy mod download site or something? Would we need it if we use VATSIM, etc.? Well, I guess it's likely to cause problems if you use VATSIM, but then what I'd really like, if I'm flying to an airport on VATSIM that I know is going to be pretty dead with no one flying to it, I'd like to be able to flick a switch and just have one or two static planes there. Or even live planes. Right, it's time to change up the music a little bit. Yeah, that's the thing. That is the risk. But that's why I say at quiet airports where you can be pretty sure there's not going to be anyone around, it would be nice to have a few. Harrison wants it everywhere and he flies on VATSIM all the time, so... Horses for courses, I guess. Why has Epidemic Sound logged me out? It's a bit annoying. Right, it's time for Retro Riviera. Something a bit more upbeat. Ben, honestly. Between you and Jamie, this channel is going to the dogs. It really is. No, as I've said 3 times now, I can't find any gamelan on Epidemic Sound, unfortunately. Duration of the flight, we've got about an hour and a half left, I think, something like that. Let's have a quick look at our estimated arrival time. So, we are due into Singapore at 6:18 Zulu sim time. It is now 5:12 Zulu sim time. Oh, so actually less than that. Only about an hour and 10 minutes left. Yes, the plane is in autopilot, yes. This is a coincidence actually that I added this to this playlist. But this is the tune that I have a little sting from when people sign up. Is it my Club Filbert one? Yeah, I think it is. It's when people sign up to Club Filbert. Yeah. Talking of which, Caffel, when are you going to start flying on VATSIM? I haven't done... No, I have watched Airplane many times, but never while flying on VATSIM. This is called Mr. Whitfield by Martin Landstrom. Just a timely reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do that. And if you're enjoying the stream, click the thumbs up button, please. We shall see, Grayson. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Hello, Grace. Where are you off to? Is it your first time on a plane? Or has it been a long while? Hello, Matt. Welcome. How you doing? Oh, really? It's just having other planes around that makes you want to use iVal. Well, I never. LaGuardia. Okay. Don't even know where CMH is. Columbus. Okay, John Glenn Columbus. And what are you nervous about? Sherry, hello, welcome back. How are you doing? Not your first time. I sometimes get a bit nervous before flights. I'm sure you'll be fine once you're there. Is anyone else buffering, or is it at Grayson's end? Well, you got there in the end, Demetrius, that's the main thing. Yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed today. Thank you for all the likes. Much appreciated. The Weirdo, hello! Welcome. How are you? That's perfectly reasonable. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. Oh, you're buffering as well, Melanie? I'm not seeing any connection issues my end. Says my stream quality is good. 30 FPS. The odd dropped frame, but nothing too bad. I hope it sorts itself out now. You're buffering as well, Ian. Ugh. Not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. We just have to hope it sorts itself out. I start work at 6 p.m. Yeah, it is. It's much more stressful in MSFS than any other sim, because you just don't know what the planes are going to do next. Can I Google Tugu Yogyakarta? Let's have a look. That's a tower, is it? Ooh, we've got ATC online! 123.7. How exciting. Singapore radar! We're going to have full ATC for the arrival. That would be awesome. Just going to turn the music down a smidge before I contact him. Singapore radar, good evening. Singapore 637 at flight level 400 inbound Terex. Ooh. No response. But why? Singapore radar, Singapore 637, radio check. Singapore radar, Singapore 637, radio check.
Singapore 637, use strength 5 and squawk 2267.
Squawk 2267, Singapore 637.
Singapore radar, hello. Singapore 177, flight level 380, inbound S-bump.
Silver 177, check direct Italo.
I hope not, Harrison. You missed the stream. What did you think I was doing this morning? Setting up for it. Anyway, you're here.
Singapore 1... Direct Alalo for Singapore 177.
Singapore radar, Singapore 637 now, squawking 2267.
Singapore 637, identified, maintain flight level 400.
Maintain flight level 400, Singapore 637. Yeah, I get this occasionally. I do get random buffering on my streams. Maybe it is something downloading in the background. But normally I get dropped frames and things like that, and warnings popping up in Streamlabs, and I don't have any of that, which is why I'm wondering if it's YouTube. We'll see.
Singapore 177, descend, maintain flight level 360.
Descend, maintain flight level 360, Singapore 177.
Router's alright. Maybe I should stop listening to music actually. Maybe we should try and limit the bandwidth I'm using, Try a quick speed test. Oh, getting 100 megabits down, 105. Oh yeah, the up speed is not so great.